I could be standing 12 meters away from you. Anyway, my name is Jon Eric Thalman. I'm Director of Regulatory Strategy and Transmission Distribution at PG&E, and it's my pleasure to be here today to talk to you about the PG vision of energy storage. And actually, I'd like to back up a little further from that. If we could zoom out a little bit further, more a utility vision of where we're going. And the PG&E vision of where we're going is based on the history of where we've come from. You look around this room, you look around the world you live in, think about the world of your grandparents and your great-grandparents. Think about what happened with the electric sector over that last 100 years. The bottom line is the ability to convert power to an electric form, transmit it, and distribute it to homes and businesses has made a huge difference in the world and society we live in. There's a lot of murals you can see, World War II work. I think you referred to a couple of murals, where you'll see like generators and transmission towers, and then a home. And if you go back and look, there were fairs about the electric home. That just seems kind of weird to us because, my daughter's 3, and I realized that she will always know a mobile phone. That's just her world. I walked in and I saw a class across the way where they were all looking at laptops. And maybe I'm dating myself by saying that struck me as a different classroom environment. But PG&E's vision, the vision I'd like to have you consider before we dive into these questions is that electric home, that was all about doing work more efficiently. That was all about ease or more productivity in your life. What is it that our generation is looking to do? Are we looking to do things faster? Are we looking to do things more efficiently? Certainly. But what is our real priority? I would propose that our real priority is to move our society in a more sustainably environmental direction. That's a big shift. We're not looking to do things faster necessarily. We're looking to have less impact, to live in a more sustainable manner. Utility and the society vision of that, for electricity, I think, hinges on first, not storage. It was, as mentioned by Craig, the ability to use less and be more efficient with the power that we have. Second to that, which has been covered by several people, is this ability to store power. Now, this picture I like, these two pictures I like. On the left side, you have a megawatt of sodium-sulfur batteries. The power conversion system's not there. You get a feel for the size of this. That cabinet on the far left side is an 8-foot-high cabinet, regular control cabinet. That's a 15-foot tall. Sometimes we lose sense of scale when you look at it. It's 15 feet tall, 30 feet wide, and if you put 2 of those back to back for 2 megawatts, it's another 15 feet wide. Our world is changing. We've talked about electric transportation. We've talked about demand response. I like this picture of the electric vehicle. This is a press release by Honda. It's actually a fuel cell car. You probably recognize that, the FCX. So kind of pseudo-electric. But anybody notice anything different or interesting about that picture?
Batteries in the back.
There are batteries in the back. And I don't know if Honda did this on purpose. I haven't been able to find out. Those are sodium-sulfur batteries in the background of that. And to me, this was an interesting picture because it prompts the question to me, will our future of electric vehicles have in the background, as ubiquitous part of just the background, energy storage? Is that going to be part of, my daughter knows the cell phone, is that going to be part of your children, your grandchildren? No, it's just energy storage. This is how we manage the energy in our home and our business. That's the opportunity for us. It's been mentioned that our electrical system is built upon a premise that you have a resource, and you transmit it, and you distribute it to the customers. And traditionally, as last speaker, I forgot your name, sorry, I mentioned, utility has to make sure that everybody, when they flip on their lights, they turn on. And to do that, we have resources that adjust to the load. We have market mechanisms that adjust to the load. Maybe part of the paradigm shift, I hate to use that trite word these days, is that it needs to flip around. That maybe the load...
That was another term you can't use.
I'm sorry. Well, anyway, that the load needs to adjust to the resource. And if you think about that shift, energy storage is a key part of that. Now, the challenges. The challenges are, we've talked about price, but really the real challenges are market mechanisms capture the values for storage. We're in an old model, we need to move to a new model. We need the right market mechanisms. We also need the right regulatory structures if we want to socialize costs for energy storage. And that's a big decision. Is it market or is it regulatory? I'll go to my last slide. One of the big issues with energy storage is this valuation. PG&E has 2 pilot projects with sodium sulfur batteries. These are some actual curves from what we're planning to do later this year when these projects become operational with a 4 megawatt and a 2 megawatt sodium sulfur battery project. This is a simulation of a 4 megawatt, and what you see here is the green and the red are the charging and discharging with some load shifting. And what we've done here is we've simulated how we would do multiple things at the same time with one battery. And one of the things we're trying to show is this possible? Is this feasible? Will this work? Because a lot of the valuations you see have to do with this. So then you've got frequency regulation, an islanding event. This is what we're trying to shape the market mechanisms and the regulatory structures of these types of pilots. I think that's